Kerr, everyone. Hi, Kerr. Good evening. I hope everyone's doing well tonight. I'm here, but I'm being a little quiet as, let me just turn up the volume just a bit so you can actually hear me. Is that better? That sounds like it's better. Hi, Kerr, everyone. Hi, Kerr. I hope you're all having a good evening tonight. As I've said, I'm doing some Master Duel streaming. Doing some grinding in the Duelist Cup, the second stage. Of course, with Beetroopers. I hope everyone is having a good day. I certainly am. I've already gotten up to like 8,000 duelist points, which isn't that much in the second stage, but it's okay. I'll simply be doing some more further duels today, and I'll be doing my best to succeed with Beetroopers. Although, it is kind of surprising, but last time Beetroopers came around and I was using them, there would... in a row. Oh yes, that's right. I forgot to mention, the song for this mode is really cool. The second Duelist Cup Stage song is actually somewhat amazing. It reminds me... I don't know what it reminds me of, but it makes me think of something like Battle City, for instance. Battle City was genuinely a really cool arc in the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. I am genuinely pretty serious here. I liked Battle City. It was one of my favorite original Yu-Gi-Oh! Arcs. And technically it was the only real original Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc I watched. Well, watched to completion at least. Although, personally, for me, I have always preferred the manga as opposed to the anime. Even if the anime is particularly good, I like the manga because it's just got this special thing to it, you know. The anime is mostly about, you know, the whole thing with the characters actually playing the card game. But if you've read the manga's more about communication as opposed to the anime. It's a shame that we won't have someone like Kazuki Takahashi for the manga any further. He was a wonderful author. Really, really good at stuff. I loved Kazuki Takahashi. He's absolutely an amazing creator. And I loved it. I mean, this is particularly lucky. How many points do I have so far? So far, I have about... counting the points so far... Yeah, that's right. I have about... I'm not exactly sure of the amount, but I know I specifically have about 8,000 something points. Okay, glad to hear that your dog is alright. Thank you, Elytris. Also, hi, Prince of Games. Hi, Elytris. I hope you're both doing well. God, I really love the soundtrack of this mode. It's actually definitely really good in comparison to the other modes. I mean, just generally really good. And this is the slightly new version of the combo that I've been playing. It's similar to the normal combo, and, you know, to be honest, they should allow you to switch music tracks in any mode. That's absolutely true. I agree. Music tracks are really cool, especially all of the music tracks in this. Getting an extra link in Graveyard for access code Talker. Verte. Make Verte. As you always do. Verte is one of the most important cards in the game. Also, it's one of the most broken cards in the game, but I mean, it's Verte Anaconda. I love Verte. Even if it's not necessarily the greatest card of all time, and even if it is slightly overpowered, Verte to me will always be a very cool emblem of how Yu-Gi-Oh! Has evolved over the years. Like, you used to require a fusion spell to even think about fusion summoning, as well as 2 monsters. Then, after a bit, they changed it so that you had to fusion summon using monsters from the deck. Some of those fusion monsters needed, like, specific materials or something, or, like, your opponent to have an extra deck monster on the field, but even so, that didn't matter very much since the deck was so extra deck centralized. The game, that is to say. And eventually, they released Verte Anaconda, which simply made fusion summoning more and more accessible. And at this point, we have T-Elements, and T-Elements are basically the epitome of why this game is very, very good with regards to fusion summoning, or like, you know, the epitome of fusion summoning specifically. I like fusion summoning. It's one of the most fun mechanics in the game, to be honest with you. I enjoy it when I fusion summon a bunch. You'll get a max C here. Sure, you can get a draw if you want. I have my own max C, but it doesn't matter to me because I'll still be able to summon my Sting the Poison. And Sting will still search me off a card for the pin. Unless you have a negation for Sting, which, to be honest, is very important. You know, a lot of the time I've seen people underestimate Sting the Poison a surprisingly big amount. If I was going to tell you which of these was more dangerous, the big 2500 attack monster or the 400 attack monster with 800 defense, would you believe that it happens to be the 400 attack monster with 800 defense? Hello? Hi, Vincent Kyoka. How did I start in Yu-Gi-Oh? I started a very long time ago, when I was a little kid. A very young lightning spirit. I started playing in Blackwing format, as a matter of fact. It was a very fun format. Well, to be specific, the first Blackwing format as opposed to any Blackwing format in particular. I mean, go ahead, you can do this if you want. Vashetta links away into Monk. Monk is fine. I suppose I should Called by the Grave Vashetta, just specifically because they might be able to counter Vashetta. But Called by... I could have saved it for a different card, but I'd say Vashetta is the correct choice here. It depends on whether this is Tenyi Sword Soul or the other actual Tenyi deck, which is the Tenyi Synchro Adventurer. Unpopular opinion, but I actually really enjoy Pendulums and Links. Pendulums and Links are very fun. I liked the original design of Pendulums a lot. Even so, it's pretty much impossible to say that those cards were balanced, because... so it's this Adventurer Tenyi deck. I see. The original version of Pendulums just allowed you to summon a bunch of tiny monsters that could all go into huge monsters, or a bunch of huge monsters at the same time. Why didn't I search Max C? I did! The Max C got cross-out designated. Greetings, you have been guided by the grace and found me? Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you're going to special summon in a shot. I see. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Well, unfortunately for you, I have a DP, which I can still use the effect of. I don't exactly want to get called by the grave here, so I will pop the Verte instead of popping the DP itself. Met 10 10-year adventurer in a row? You really hope they give us a decent ban list? Yeah, so do I. So do I. I don't mind 10-year adventurer, but it's like... it's certainly a deck. I'll Ash Blossom here. I'll save the effect of Sting for the effect of the Auroradon. To be honest, you'd rather face Adventurer 10-year than Eldritch? Yeah, that is definitely true. I very specifically used some Eldritch stuff for, let's just say, let's just say I used some stuff for Eldritch that is very silly. Okay, Auroradon, Auroradon effect, and here comes the Sting. Blah. Should have gone to battle phase first, friend. Unfortunately for you, Sting the Poison basically is one of the most broken cards in the game. I don't think a lot of people understand that, but it's definitely true. And we are up to 9,000. So far I've gotten to 10,000, but like, let me show you what I've changed about my deck. I've put in 3 copies of Cosmic Cyclone, simply because Cosmic Cyclone is basically... it's Cosmic Cyclone. It counters Eldritch and stuff. He didn't read Sting, you assume? Yeah, I'd assume so. Also, forgot to say this, but hi Hyco, Yato Lupus, hi Hyco Blood Raptor, and hi Hyco Life. But yeah. Oh yeah, also, triple ready fusion. Well, double ready fusion. I just needed an additional extender that actually gets an insect in the graveyard. I was actually running multiplication of ants for a while here, but you know, multiplication of ants doesn't get an additional monster in the graveyard. It was your brother's birthday yesterday. He loved it. I loved it. He got him a PS5 and he was ecstatic. Oh, that's super kind of you, Jason. Super, super kind of you. Also, hi Kerr. I hope you're doing well. And it seems as if you are. It sounds like you are a very good brother to your brother. Anyway, simply moving forward. You totally forgot your names on here? Yeah. Sometimes people use their name on YouTube. That was so surreal. You calling me by your first name. Yeah, I suppose it would be at times. Retaliating C is decent. At least it is. Oh, it's Pendulum. I see. You did something important and you see this video just well? Hi Heiko, Quandle Dingle. Hi Heiko. You saw this video, Oh, it's good to hear you saw this video. Because I hope this video is good for you. Oh, Symphonic Warrior. Oh, you're simply going to go into Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon. Very nice. It seems like this Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon card has genuinely centralized the metagame. You know, I have a feeling, a very odd feeling, that for some reason they are going to forbid Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon soon in the next ban list, following the Duelist Cup. I also have a feeling they're going to forbid Skill Drain as well. Skill Drain is very important. And it's very annoying. Tribute 2. Interesting. I wonder what this build of the, you know, deck makes. Denglong? Very interesting build. It utilizes symphonic warriors, pendulums, and even Denglong. Very, very curious. I've never seen a build like this before, but it's really interesting to me at the very least. Savage Dragon. Okay, so... Skill Drain Band or Wakara to 1? Yeah, Wakara to 1 could make sense. You have no idea how Denglong isn't banned in the OCG? Well, you see, the OCG tends to ban the non-problem cards as opposed to banning the problem cards. For some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. Instead of banning the cards that enable the problems, they ban the cards that are the problems in perpetuity? Or something like that? No, not in perpetuity. Ah, I guess I can see what the point of this deck is now. You send snow from your deck to the graveyard. And with snow, you're able to do this pendulums, searches another Yangzing spell trap, or Zephyr. This is probably Zephyr, yeah. Yeah, it's Zephyr. I'm surprised as to how I couldn't figure it out it was Zephyr. But at least I figured it out now. So 8 and 3 is 11. I doubt they're going to go into the punk synchro though. Zephyrath. Use this, summon from deck that card. Jackal King. And this. Get 2 spell counters. Interesting choice. Zephyrath. Zephyrath scale into deck. Probably doesn't matter necessarily why the scale deck, what they scale from deck. And by scale from deck, I mean put in extra deck from deck. Sorry, I'm a little bit low energy today, everyone, by the way. I really wasn't kidding when I was saying I kind of need to be quiet today since, like, the puppy is having a very, very good sleep. So, anyways, normal summon. They probably banish 7 with snow here. I don't think they can banish a token with snow though. So, what I need to do is... there's a counter trap, a negate, snow, and another negate. I see. Let's see. Jackal King. I killed Jackal King, attempt to activate effect. Not necessarily. They have Baron 2 with Riser. I don't think they have Baron. No, wait, they do have Baron with Snow. Yeah. Actually, that isn't too bad at all. Because I will actually be able to beat over the Fairy Tale Snow. Or rather than beat over the Fairy Tale Snow, I'll be able to counter the Fairy Tale Snow with the effect of my Beetrooper Sting Lancer in hand. Okay, Link for Armor Horn. Effect of Retaliating the Sea. I can't beat over this, unfortunately, but there are some things I can beat over. If I attempt to normal summon, I'll likely be negated with Jackal King, the Counter Trap, or Savage Dragon. So let's activate the Beetrooper spell instead. Hopefully that won't get negated. That will get negated? Curious. Curious. Very, very curious. Why would you negate that with the Savage Dragon? I mean, sure, there's a Zephyr Providence engraved, which can protect this from getting destroyed by a battle. So, yes. And it can also protect the other thing too. Let's think. If I additional normal summon, Jackal will get prevented. Jackal will prevent it. Hi? Hi, Cohog. Hi, Co. I hope you're doing well. So Jackal removed 2. That's fine. I don't mind the Jackal being one choice. Banish 2 to special summon. And you're gonna Fairy Tail Snow here, apparently. Here's hoping you banish Zephyr, because Zephyr is certainly an interesting choice that could be banished. I mean, at this point, of course, I do this, target this, and this. I believe you can only activate one Beetrooper descent per turn, and this forces the negate of that trap. So they can't snow, because snow goes back. Either that or they have to activate snow again. If they do choose to negate with this counter trap, then I still have an extension into DPE. And there we go. Sure, you can search a Zephyr card, I don't mind. So you searched Zephyr War. Zephyr War is the pop, and you have 2 Zephyr Pendulum Scales. You can activate it from your hand. You don't have 2 Zephyr Pendulum Scales. I see. So I think the correct choice here is to attack over the Shooting Riser Dragon. It gives them the least room to do stuff. And I sent a Pot of Prosperity. Very good though. Unfortunately, I do think it's not exactly going to go very well from here. I did a decent job at beating over them, but the counter trap still popped my card. And that means I'll still be okay. You guess I shouldn't have searched with Lancer? Actually, that's probably true. Searching with Lancer maybe wasn't the correct choice. Though, I shouldn't necessarily have too many cards. So there's currently a Jackal negate, a Savage, Zephyr. They searched Zephyr War, which... Then they searched another Providence. Link for Electromite. Yeah. I feel like the game is over at this point, but even so, I did get a surprisingly far amount of things. Back to 8,000 again. This has been my experience for the vast majority of the Duelist Cup, by the way. Like, I haven't been able to do much because I've lost the dice roll against a deck that creates a board, and because the deck creates a board, and because there is no side deck, let's just say things don't exactly go well. Banning URs in this game? Does Konami look like they're made of money? I mean, to me they do. Also, hi Kuro, Wave Master Ashi. Hi Kuro. Do I know what No More Innocence is? No, I don't. I'm sorry, Hog. But you always face control decks or God Hand full under his players? Yeah, I understand that myself. Oh, yeah. Hulk or Sting? Hulk or Sting? Hulk gives... Hulk or Verte? Hulk gives me more follow-up, but Verte gives me a different kind of follow-up. But Hulk gives me more consistent follow-up than the follow-up Verte does. And that simply just won't matter if they draw infinite impermanence. I guess sometimes that happens. Banning old... by banning old product, you make people spend more on new product? True. True. Very true. Well, actually, I mean, I guess I just have to DP here now. Regardless. I got Doom, I can make it better. I do indeed have Doom Dozer. And that is to make Verte. I don't know the exact origin of that meme. Well, actually, I do specifically know the origin of that meme. It's a Farfa meme where someone in Farfa's chat went make Verte when he was doing things, and he really couldn't make Verte at that point in time. Hey, Hog. I don't think telling other people not jokes in chat will exactly go over well with everyone. I'm sorry. Okay, play around the lava golem just in case. Although it does lose to Called by the Grave, but even so, I have Ash Blossom, Impermanent Staff. I just have to hope they don't have a Called by the Grave. And they don't, apparently, which is nice. Alright. Revive my DPE. And here we go. You're gonna tell me one? Okay, I see. Who's there? We all know they see banlists as a tool for pushing product, not for game balance? I see, that's true. Wait, so you did have Called by the Grave, you just didn't use it on my DP, hmm? Ah yes, massive brain. Simply massive. You probably could have. But still. Okay, Stratos. Gets the Imperm here. Who? Also, hi, Kerr, Nathan Emil. Hi, Kerr. Welcome. I hope you're having a good day so far, whether it's simply just the start of... Okay. That's fine, I suppose. Double Stratos. And Chain Fusion Destiny of your own. I'm fine with that mostly. But even so, this is still a slightly better deck for using things. Okay, so this is a bad idea. You do not want to activate your DP's effect very early on, because that way your opponent forces you into destroying all your cards on the board. If your opponent is the only one with a DP, and the opponent's DP is their only DP, forcing them out is a bad idea. I mean, sure, you can do that. Actually, I guess it's not that bad an idea, considering you're playing the hero deck specifically, but you know. Pure hero? Yeah, it appears to be so. Also, hi Kokoro. Hi Ko. I hope you are doing very well. Revive DPE. effect. Oh wait, I guess he just make Malicious Bane at this point, or something. I know Malicious Bane isn't quite game, but you know, what's the origin to Hi Hi Ko? It's just a greeting. I just like to say it instead of hello. It's like my signature greeting, I guess, actually. Or honestly, Neos instead of the other one. I suppose that's fine. Oh wait, right. I'm on 6k because I made Verte. Ha! Sorry you didn't join your stream last time. You had work. That's fine. That's fine. I understand anyone who has work, you know? Work is a thing that just exists. It simply exists in this world. And it's something we have to deal with a lot of the time. How's it going? Hi, hi, Ko. Yuki? Hi, hi, Ko. It's going pretty well. Pretty well. Indeed. Oh. I see this is a matter of making Verte Anaconda. Either that, or if this is a maxi, I get to give my opponent 2 cards. Which it's not, apparently. Well, I mean, 2 Impair is better than 1 Impair and 1 Ash, I suppose, so, you know. Anyway, DPE. Yeah. I hate how Master Duel is a best of 1 format. 60 card, 14 card Yu-Gi-Oh decks should not be a best of 1 format. They should absolutely be a best of 3 format. Best of 1 format is very much not a good format for something like the card game, because you specifically need other stuff. You gave up on level 18, mostly for Fluandros and Trinkets. I see, I see. That sounds mostly fun. Oh, so you're playing the Hulk deck. I thought for a second you would go Monk, Banish for Shut Up, but no. Apparently you have to go Hulk. Oh, you are going Monk. You do realize that's just kind of a dumb idea, right? I just activate my DP here. Unless you have Droplet, though. I guess Droplet could work, so... What do I pop? I mean, of course I pop the Monk. What else would I pop? I mean, I guess I could pop the O-Lion, but that wouldn't necessarily be any good. Because if I pop the O-Lion, they get another token, and they can just use the Shadow. Anyway. Okay, okay. We need to ban Predaplant Verte Anaconda. I agree, Verte... Even if I like Verte as a concept, it's very clear that it wasn't exactly done the best way. You think best of 1 for Master Duel could work if you hit all auto win cards on best of 1, like Vanities or Imperial Order? I suppose that's true. It would work, though you would also have to hit a bunch of other good cards, like for instance... Oh. Well, I suppose they're surrendering because they've realized they don't have an ability to summon Hulk. Good. Verte, Hulk, and Auroradon all need to be banned? I agree with Verte and Auroradon. Hulkifibrax can stay for a little longer though. As far as I know, the OCG has Hulkifibrax banned but Auroradon at 1, so... Let me actually look at the, you know... Take a look at the ban list right now. Hashtag free the tuners. Yeah, I guess. I mean, this is specifically... Actually, no, this isn't Verte. Oh, token collector? I mean, sure, that's fine. I already have Fusion Destiny, so I don't mind your token collector's effect. I'll simply activate my Fusion Destiny and win. Verte plus Super Poly. Yeah, Verte needed a bit of better design. The way Verte was designed was okay, but you know, grandkids should be banned. Yeah, I'd imagine Meow Meow Moo will definitely get banned. Meow Meow Moo is kind of overpowered. It's simply a... I don't know the best way to describe it, but it is simply just very, very dumb. Oh, God. Why is it that every single time I play against some deck like this, I get Lava Gond? I mean, at least, you know, it went okay. Also, by the way, yeah, like I checked, sorry about that, that just showed up for a bit. Like I checked, Auroradon is simply at 1 in the OCG, so at unlimited, so I think if Auroradon goes, it would be absolutely fine. I mean, I guess if Auroradon goes, it would be absolutely fine to keep Halqifibrax. Auroradon has been the centralizing factor for why Halqifibrax has been so good in the past few, well, years overall. So draw 2. Ah, yes. That's certainly a draw. Well, I mean, I still have game next turn. But still, it would be fine to keep Hulk until something else comes along and breaks Hulk. That's simple. Just design your cards around Hulk. Auroradon is just Link Cross 2.0. Yeah. Also, another simple thing that Konami seems to forget a lot of the time. Stop printing Link monsters that special summon tokens. Wait. I did not mean to pass on this. I did not mean to pass on this. Or at least I've got Cosmic Cyclone and I know they brick, so I should be fine. Whenever someone says all lines are go to Auroradon through Hulk and then you go, yeah, you said it again, go through Hulk. I mean, go through Hulk is very important, but still. Anyways, I suppose I might as well do this simply, but you know. Do you want Link monsters that use their Link arrows again? There are actually Link monsters that use their Link arrows, but you know. Also, chat. Anyways, I suppose it's simply just, you know, you're saving for the next Despia pack? Ah, I see. You know, I kind of dislike that they're making it a pack instead of making it, for instance, a structure deck like they did in the TCG. The TCG and the OCG. I know they made some structure decks packs into TCG, but it's really weird. Yeah. I kind of dislike that happening. Now, Sting and Pin. Sting really should not be a rare. It's an absolutely insane card. Ah, normal summon Alistair the Invoker. Sure. Allow me to negate that with my Sting the Poison. And boom. Your favorite Link deck is World Chalice? World Chalice is really, really cool. I like World Chalice. Also, did you know they are releasing the G-Golems soon? I know the G-Golems are very cool cards, and people consider them some of the best archetypal cards from structure decks, or rather, from the anime, that people don't seem to... that Konami doesn't seem to want to print. Because they're simply just that good. But thankfully they got printed, and here goes Arbalest, and here goes the concede button. Yay! How does everyone think about me speaking quietly? I hope it's satisfactory at the very least. You know? Because, to me, from my perspective, speaking quietly, I mean, it's less strain on things, and also it's very fun. It's nice for me. Yes, it is very ASMR. It's nice. Thank you, thank you. For real? Yes, for real. I'll actually show you the cards, by the way, on stream after this game. Well, maybe. I don't know. Oh, I'm going first. Okay. Okay. If I want to play, there is a line here that I don't exactly like, but it's definitely a line. You know what? I'd rather not lose. Normal Arbalest. If they have the maxi, they have the maxi. It's not a maxi, apparently. Okay, so... it's probably a copy of... Also, it's probably not Infinite Impermanence either, or Ash. In this case, it's probably simply just... Lancia or Griffin? Probably Lancia rather than Griffin. Griffin would revolve around them activating it in the main phase, and they were still able to activate it in the standby phase. It could also be Numeron War. That's true. That's true. Which means I should probably DPE right here and now. Just to play around the potential of Numeron War. Thank you, Life. Thank you. Anyway, DP effect, revive DP next standby, and I have an impound just in case it is Numeron Wall. Oh no, it's Gizmekorochi, the Serpentron Sky Slasher. It's absolutely not what I was thinking. Just less straining for the throat. Either way, you personally really like it. I see. That's nice. Thank you, Blood Raptor. Thank you. Ah, also, I see now why they didn't want to activate it, because it was Gizmekorochi. And you see, Gizmekorochi has this little thing where it special summons itself. Okay, so they're playing Sekka dot deck? Interesting. Well, I mean, that's fine, sure. If you want, you can Gizmek Orochi my DP, but still. No, wait, this is probably a version of the attack deck made by Ediception in the old days when Orcus had just come out with without Nightmare Mermaid, but with the rest of the Orcusts. Oh wait, Alpha the King of Beasts. Okay. So, Alpha specifically has to return itself to hand, I know that, so I chain pop Gizmek, and then they can only summon Gizmek, they can't summon back the Alpha. And I know they don't have anything that they can do because they already used Sekka's Light. There we go. Genius plays from Aiko. You know how it is already. Da 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 da. I won't chain an effect to DPE. That's fine. You can use your Gizmek Orochi. Oh, Denko Sekka. Well, I mean, I certainly guess that's a way to do like Denko Sekka, even if it's not negated. Okay, I'll just snipe the Bigfoot. Oh, that's a maxi. That is not a Bigfoot. Unfortunately for you though, I do have Beetroopers Sting Lancer. So if you try to Gizmek Orochi me, well, I mean, I might as well use Sting Lancer now because I know that Gizmek Orochi is really annoying, so I don't want them to battle phase Orochi. That leaves them on 17 in deck. I see, I see. I still have DP in here. They can't use Called by the Grave because of both Denko and they used Sekka's Light. Impam's generally fine. I have game next turn, I think. They have Ash. I mean, that's fine too. I simply Gurking Pole, Doomdozer, Resonance, link into a link 3 or something, search another, and then search another Sting Lancer, make access code. It's not game, but it's close. Oh, you're simply overlaying into Dingiasu. I see. That makes sense. It doesn't do the same amount of damage, but it still makes sense. So there was a draw that they had. Oh yeah, they ashed. Oh wait, they're going for 7 sins. I see. Even if you go for 7 sins though, that's still not game. That's 5,700, 300 off of game. Very close to game, of course, but not quite. I guess you could go Zeus, but I don't know why we would go Zeus over 7 sins. Although maybe I do, because going Zeus over a 7 sins would allow you to use Zeus effect. Yeah, you don't really understand the effect of Dingiasu? Well, you see, Dingiasu sends from field to graveyard as a non-targeting effect. It doesn't target an Resonance Insect is very good here. I special summon the Resonance Insect. I hope they don't have Max C. And then I play my turn. And now I can DP. So 5 map Zeus. So they use their Zeus. Okay, interesting choice. That means they definitely don't have a Zeus effect now. But my Resonance searches. And even if it doesn't search, I have Gurky Pole in hand, which is still game. Sure. Go ahead, if you want. Hi, Hiker. Hi, Hiker. Naima McKean? Sorry, I always have to reread your name when I see it. I don't exactly know how to pronounce it very well. Of course I want to search this. They do still have something they can activate though, which is curious. I wonder what that card is. So with this, oh yeah, it's Orochi, of course. I always forget Orochi is a quick effect. Sure, you can go ahead and mill a bunch of your cards, leaving you on 9 in deck. Interesting choice. I still get the special summon and search. But even on 300 life points, I can definitely succeed. So, normal Gurky Pole. Armor Horn. It's okay, it's not a common English name. It's an Asian name, so it's kinda hard to pronounce. Alright, I understand, yeah. I can pronounce certain languages better than I can pronounce other languages. And, like, that language in particular, I don't have a very good knowledge of. Interesting. Interesting. I see. So, anyway, Armor Horn effect. Summon Resonance. What is the other card you have? I know there's no snow in Graveyard. It can't be Nibiru, since it's less than 5 summons. I guess there's other cards it could be, but I don't know. I really wish there was something Resonance Insect could send aside from Gurky Pole that was good and had a Graveyard effect. As far as I know, they'll print some really cool Beetrooper cards in the next OCG Photon set, Photon Hypernova. And in Photon Hypernova, they'll especially print a Beetrooper card that's really good, and has a Graveyard effect on any sent graveyard. I feel like the OCG is going to want to make Beetroopers like Spiral. It's very close to being a deck that's really, really good. Even the top tier deck of all time, but it's just that tiny, tiny bit missing. So, equip Resonance number 3. Adding Heavy Beetrooper Mighty Neptune, of course. Pico Felina effect. 1, 2, 3, of course. So I can search another Doomdozer. And then I can banish 3 again. Oh wait. Imagine drawing that after, you know. Link for 3. Seraphim Papillion, actually. Treat Pico Felina as 2. This searches Doomdozer. So just in case I can go... Oh, it is Nibiru. Well, it's not just the Nibiru.
But I know there's another hand trap too. Sure, you can do that. That's actually kind of a dumb idea though. Why would you just summon Nibiru like that? In the middle of my combo without even knowing what I have. So I'll search. Activate. Special a token. They don't seem to have anything here. And they conceded because I do actually have the ability to go even further and play through the Nibiru. Good to know. Good to know. Nibiru is simply not an object to me. Ah yes. Fate. You know what's going to be fate? It's going to be fate that I'm going to win here. Don't even worry yourself about it, because I will absolutely win, and oh my goodness, that is an unfortunate opening hand. Nice comeback, thank you, but... oh. I mean, I guess I just normal summon and pass? I do still have a maxi, although it would probably be better to set it sometime. Oh, come on. You've got to be kidding me. Not Floowandereeze again. At the very least, I have Cosmic Cyclone and Infinite Impermanence. So they're adding the Book of Moon? I see. And they open the Terraforming. And there's the map. As you already know. Nope, no response to map. Is it alright to ask about my deck and how do I even deal with all these Tennies and Eldritches? I simply search Max C. You know? Searching Max C is very useful. It's not the greatest, but it is definitely a thing. Although, that means the Floowandereeze player absolutely has to summon M-Pen, so... and they've already used the map effect. Also, yeah, Cosmic Cyclone is how I deal with Floowandereeze or Eldritch. You're sitting in this dude's 5-minute Tenny combo. Yeah, I know how that feels sometimes. I absolutely know how that feels sometimes. I'm sorry about that. I wish I could help you with that. But personally, when it comes to me, you know, I just try my best. When you try your best, but you don't succeed. Alright, battle phase. This should net me a copy of, you know, Resonance. Resonance is fine. I'll use the Max C so I can have a monster in my graveyard for Doomdozer. At the end phase, of course. They had another map anyway. You know, I wonder why it is these Floo players don't play, like, the lottery or something. Because, like, they always seem to have the absolutely best cards. The strongest cards of all time. So, that's a set Book of Moon and a set Dreaming Town, I see. Impan the Impen. I wonder what the Book of Moon will be used for. I guess the correct summon in this case is Sting the Poison, but even so, just simply opening 2 field spells is certainly something. You're not activating the field spell? Why is that, I wonder? It's kinda rare for them to brick. Yeah, I know it's rare for them to pick, but even if you stop one thing, the flute players always have another thing in store. And here comes a Megarizer or whatever. Oh wait. I at least forced them to use their Book of Moons so I can special summon my Doomdozer and attack over the M-Pen, so... That's why you gave up on fighting against Flu. Yeah, I think that Matt needs to be at least hit to 1, if not banned. Map at 1 would severely weaken the deck. They'd have to play multiple copies of this one. So they tribute Summon Riser, put 2 on top. You know. They can hit that because it's only R. Yes, of course, basically. That's the idea. So they put Maxi back on top, of course. And they put that to their hand. Oh wait. And they still have the Rabina in their hand. Okay. Ban map? I mean, the thing about Fluunderies that makes it balanced in the TCG is the TCG is not a best of 1 format. Master Duel is a best of 1 format. Oh, I got rid of a Book of Moon. That's at least decent. So, in a best of 1 format, decks like Fluunderies are just genuinely a lot harder to deal with when you don't. And also, when they open double map, Rabina, and Duality. Is it sad that you're only 25% joking when you say that likelihood of a card getting hit directly correlates to its rarity? I don't think that's necessarily the true case for every card. Some cards are too broken, like for instance, Calamities, you know, Calamities went to 1, and all. And there were a couple of other things, but, you know, Cold Bias started out at 2, so yeah, I feel like it should be fine. Finally, a decent hand at least. Anyways. I think the combo in this is Descent. Hey, hope my dog is okay. Yeah, he's doing alright. He's sad and he needs to rest for a while. Well, not necessarily sad. He's happy that he's home. But he needs to rest for a while and get those other dog wounds healed up. He went to the vet overnight, but eventually things went okay. Special. Discard Goki. Equip Resonance. And this is probably a link into Almirage moment. Why, you may ask, is this a link into Almirage moment? Well, actually, no, it's totally fine because I have Resonance Insect right here. It's just a link into Armorhorn moment. You're just cynical enough to think they will do everything possible to avoid hitting anything ultra rare. I mean, as far as I know, in Duel Links they have actually hit ultra rares, so that is a little bit cynical, but I understand the cynicism. It's unfortunately something you need when dealing with gacha games. So, normal, effect, I can send pretty much anything here. Is Tri-Brigade and Zodiac's still good with the current meta? I would say so. Just being able to go into an easy Zeus is generally considered a pretty good thing, although the counter trap is, you know, the counter trap. Might as well send this. It's a shame I can't equip another to such a maxi, but even so, I'll be fine with this. Maybe I should have searched Retaliating Sea. Yeah, Retaliating Sea would probably be fine. Hi, hope my dog is okay. Hi, Heiko Amarion. My dog is okay, he's almost healed up totally. Thank you for the support. Well, no, he's not almost healed up totally. He's just starting to heal up, but I'm hoping he'll heal up very soon. Is Mercuria gonna boost the Tri-Brigade deck? No! What Mercuria will do will be... it'll centralize the meta around the branded build of the deck. Hope my dog be swaggin' and ballin' soon. I hope so too, Steve bro. I hope so too. Anyways, Atlas. And here is the full combo. You know, normally you don't search Sting Lancer in the full combo. Or at least the combo that I've discovered is the best for using... oh wait, right. I forgot about the fun fact I had already used Beetrooper Descent this turn. Why can I not activate this card? Oh wait, no, I can activate this card. I'm just being silly. I just chose to do this first. So... might as well send Scale Bottom anyway, just in case of a Called by the Grave of one other one. Link for Papillion. And that sets up a Papillion Sting, Heavy Beetrooper Mighty Atlas, DPE line. I just hope they won't Nibiru me, because even though Nibiru isn't necessarily that bad, I know it's still something that is a problem. So, DPE, more like DPB. Anyways, DPE, pass turn. I guess I'll give Papillion an extra 1,000. No reason not to make it harder to destroy. And then the drop phase, of course, Papillion effect. Hope they don't have a droplet. And they don't have a droplet, it seems. Which means I can Sting, and the Sting will add... first time stream. Watch me. Good luck. Thank you, Dot Hacker. Thank you. Also, hi Heiko. Welcome to the stream. I hope you are doing well today. I really hope you are. Okay, Rite of Armistice. I see. It's simply one of these decks. Oh, do you know the way to deal with Rite of Armistice decks? You simply wait until they activate any effect of this, and then pop. Mainly because you never ever know if they're going to be playing a second copy of Fateful Adventure. And, like, Fateful Adventure is just generally very good. DP, Effect in Grave. There could be a Called by the Grave in my future, although I'm not certain. Sting is still good. Sting contribute Mighty Atlas. Negate anything they have. I have Ash, Sting Lancer in hand. Yeah, I think this is a decent enough board to stop my opponent from doing anything. Well, not necessarily stop my opponent from doing anything, but stop my opponent from doing some things. Ah, Prank Kids, okay. Good to know. I simply... Sometimes I simply cannot just do things. Maybe I should have ashed that instead of activating it. I mean, sure, you can fancies, but I'll chain Ash to that fancies. He's hoping... Oh, they have the fusion spell. I see. Interesting choice. What are they going to utilize the fusion spell to summon, though? I don't have a descent, so I might as well put it back in the deck anyway. And get an additional tribute for my Sting of the Poison. And I have Obelisk up still. Obelisk is certainly a good card. I like Obelisk. Oh, they're fusion summoning into Rocket Ride. Good to know, because that means I can simply just negate the Rocket Ride with this Sting of the Poison. Tribute Sting Lancer. It's not quite game, though it is annoying. This means they can't revive a Prank Kids, but it does mean they also get to special summon a Prank Kids. Which means they're still able to do stuff. They only have one Prank Kids though. I mean, they could theoretically go for the full combo, but then they can't necessarily beat over Papillion. Because Papillion is 3k, and they can't even make something 2-7. Unless they drew into their Fusion Destiny, which I'd say is probably unfortunate, but not necessarily something that won't happen. Da 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 da. So, oh, they're searching pranks because they even have the grave effect anyway. Even through 3 interacts. Yeah. I should be fine. They have already used Fancy's effect, so they'll have to special summon Fancies here. And I still have Sting the Poison just in case they do their thing. He's locked into pranks though? Oh wait, yeah. Yeah, he is actually locked into pranks. It's thanks to the effect of Pandemonium. That's pretty useful to know. So you're just making another doodle-doo. I see. You know, it's actually not the best choice to attack over the Sting, mainly because my Seraphim Papillion will then be able to revive itself. Revive the Sting. Just the next turn. So I know there's Pranks, Roxy's, and Pandemonium. There are 2 unknowns. First is Pandemonium, probably. Second is Pranks. Neptune can increase Papillion by 1000 extra. I don't mind them doing that. So now the Papillion is 4300, by the way. 4300 Papillion. Draw phase. No, I won't activate that. I will, however, activate my Seraphim Papillion. By removing a counter, I'll special summon from my graveyard, Sting the Poison, and use Sting the Poison's effect to search. Now this is why I believe Beetroopers are probably among one of the best decks of all time, and also this little fact. Well, not actually among one of the best decks of all time, but they are just a couple of tiny steps from being insanely overpowered. So I know they have Roxy's. I don't know the other two cards. I know they had Roxy's, Pandemonium, and Prank, so all I know now is Roxy's. I guess what I want to do is DP. Hopefully I'll bait out the Pandemonium here. If I do bait out the Pandemonium, I can definitely see myself doing some things. I wonder what the Pandemonium will be used for. If they have all three in hand, that's just... well, they're just simply the greatest of all time. Although, Weather Washer, I don't know about doing that. So DP activates, they go Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. I might as well Ash Blossom 1 at the very least. Then I can go for access code without even worrying about Nibiru, because I have only summoned 3 times this turn. Ah, they draw another Rite of Aracia. I see. Nope. Instead I will simply make access code. And because I already have a 3000 monster on board, I'm pretty sure that's game. Speaking of that's game, I might actually do the, you know, thing that, you know, is the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX thing. Special summon with Arbalest. Might as well. What do I link into, I wonder? I mean, I could theoretically link into Verte and just banish the Verte, so... Although, unfortunately, I can't. I will lose to Nibiru potentially, but you know, it's fine. And then here, well, it's not actually quite game. It's almost game. I missed a tiny bit because, as it's very easy to forget, prank kids actually have a kind of thing they can do that is very cool and very special. I'll pop the pranks at the very least. Dun, 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 dun. And now take 200. You heard me, chat. Take 200 and simply draw 2 cards. Not gonna banish the DP. That'd be silly. Oh, they have Ash at least. So I think I don't know the last card in their hand. But whatever it is, I'm sure they can't win this point. Can't win from this point, at the very least. So, link for 3, and by 3 I mean 2, Pikachu effect. It's not Pikachu, it's Pikachu. And pass. Might as well make this a 2k. Standby phase, I summon DPE. And I'll hold it until they normal summon a monster. So what is my opinion on number 4 Stealth Kraken Fish Control? Personally, I think it's a funny deck. Ah! Well, I mean, they don't die here. They have 1, 2, 3 Fansies in graveyard, unfortunately. So they won't be able to use Fansies or Roxys. They'll only be able to use 2 effects. Oh lord, here's the Kaiju. Indeed, indeed. Sometimes that simply happens though. And they're on 300. And they have 1 Dropsies, no Fansies, and they can't use Roxys because they have no cards in hand. I mean, theoretically they could search something then banish it off Roxys, but you know. Wait, they could theoretically make Battle Butler here, couldn't they? Huh. Honestly, you might make Beetrooper. Watching it makes you really intrigued by it. I understand. Beetrooper is a very cool deck. At least from my perspective. So, you don't have a Fansies, by the way. You've already used this and this. So you have to go Roxys. Which means... oh well, another Lampsies. Which means you can go the Battle Butler, but you can't exactly activate many more effects. Add back Fansies. And it should also be add back Dropsies, right? Right. Though, with Battle Butler, they'd have to pop Mighty Neptune. Oh. So you're simply choosing to lose. Okay. You do know Pandemonium only works in main phase, right? And I have priority to activate my access code talker before you're able to activate your Pandemonium, right? Right? Don't you? And that's simply the game. You had to activate Pandemonium at that point in time as opposed to setting it. Unfortunately, Pandemonium doesn't quite work the same way other spell cards do. Da 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 da. Dun. Alright, first against you, Seki, huh? First. Victory? Indeed, indeed. This is what victory feels like. This is not what victory feels like. This is what drawing a very bad opening hand feels like. At the very least, I have Retaliating Seas and Cosmic, so I have a bunch of hand traps I could still use depending on what my opponent's playing. 5 interruptions versus 6 cards. Let's see how they can play through 5 whole interruptions. Well, technically it's 4 against most decks, but still. Oh, it's Eldritch. I see, I see. I'll hold on to this Cosmic Cyclone. Descent. Of course I drew into a good card. Because, you know, Beetroopers, they simply play enough cards to win. Truly, you may go to Beetroopers now. Now because Cubic and Blue Eyes aren't saving you in the Duelist Cup. That is totally fair, I think. I think I'll ash that. That might be hit by their own Called by the Grave, which I can then Call by the Grave in response to their max C, thus making it so that neither of us have to worry about anything. Sorry if that was a bit loud, sorry. I just found that 5 Chainlink kind of funny. And now it's Chainlink 6 too. So, oh, Thunder Dragon Fusion. Means this is probably Prank Kids as well. So... normal retaliating. I don't have to worry about an Ash Blossom, although I might have to worry about Imperm or Veiler. But, you know. Hi? Hi, Heiko, Happy Cat. Hi, Heiko. Welcome. Oh, you can't Ash that. You already called by the grave my Ash Blossom. So, unfortunately for you, that won't quite work. Anyways, I think what I want to do at this point is simply just Seraphine, then search Doomdozer, Special Doomdozer, send from deck to graveyard, oh, Goki Pole, and then access code. I mean, I could lose to Nibiru at this point, but, you know, how many summons have I done? That was the 5th summon, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the 5th summon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll try and do this, at the very least. It still nets me a, you know, thing that I can do. But I know they most likely have Nibiru, so please Nibiru here. I would appreciate it very much, thank you. Please Nibiru here. Please? Please? I'm begging you. Please, would you Nibiru here? Oh, that's a shame. I wanted you to Nibiru there. That way I could extend even further. But unfortunately you didn't. Anyways, I guess I'll Goki Pole search. Then I'll move to battle phase. I'll search Assault Roller anyway. And I'll simply move to the battle phase right now. Oh, it's not Nibiru. That's good. Oh, it's simply a Thunder Dragon deck. So I had no reason to worry whatsoever, it seems like. That means their card in hand is probably a Thunder Dragon deck. Thank you for confirming that for me, friend. Heiko, how am I? Hi, Heiko Muhammad. I'm very well. I'm having a little time of my life in the Duelist Cup. It's pretty fun, you know? So, DPE. And then they scoop. Good for me. Good for me. Imagine going into a fight without the rock. True. The Rock will always help you. After all, he is the Rock. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna show the G-Golems on stream sometime soon. Didn't I? Well, I will. Don't you worry. After this game, I think. Dun, 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 dun. What's up? The ceiling. Well, more seriously, what's up is I currently am worrying a bit about my puppy. He just got back from a very big overnight vet visit because he was kind of hurt by another dog, which was really sad. Maxie, I mean, sure. I'll keep my scale bomber up then. But anyway, as I was saying, my puppy was hurt and needed to go to the vet for an overnight visit last night. He came back today, though, and he's been very sleepy since. But even though he's been very sleepy, I'm happy that he hasn't simply been just... that he's seeming to heal. He's seemingly healing up a bunch and doing well. Don't worry, he'll be good. Yep. I sure do indeed hope so. Dun 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 dun. Well, he'll almost certainly be good, that is to say. Anyways, I'm just happy he didn't get hurt any worse than he already did. He's very cute and I wouldn't want him to hurt. Fun fact, dogs have a faster healing factor than humans. Oh really? Is that true? Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's good to hear though, because that means he'll be able to feel better even sooner than I thought he would. Da, da, da. Oh, it's Sky Striker. I see. No, I think the Ray is just generally fine. This can't activate during the damage step. Sure, you kill my retaliating C. You realize that means I can then instantly max C after you use the effect of Ray, right? Thank you, friend. Thank you. I hope you realize what you've done. Sure, go ahead. Kill my retaliating. And allow me to search for my max C. And they're like, oh, well, I mean, that's a thing. So, max C here. I hope they don't have Called by the Grave. Or cross out Designator. They probably play both, considering they're a Sky Striker player. And Sky Striker players tend to play a lot of cards like that. No, go on, go ahead. Do your combos. Do your Striker combos. I love Striker combos. Two imperms staring at one another. Very funny. No, I think I'll allow it. During the end phase once per turn, so I think I'll draw phase probably. Banish this just in case it's an imperm. Cross out Designator is the worst? It indeed is the worst. Okay, no activating cards in this column. No cards in this column. Below the Shizuku, remember that, chat. Why did that oh, right. I simply just forgot what I had activated just before. So, special, ready fusion, special summon Quagwa Hercules. If Quagwa Hercules doesn't have an animation, why doesn't Quagwa Hercules have an animation? It really should have an animation. Oh, I feel bad now. So, link for Pico, discard Doomdozer, equip Resonance to this. What do you have? Oh, fine. At least you're clever enough to save for that, basically. So, anyway, here's DPE. And with DPE comes the ability to out your Ray. Well, I mean, I guess, sure. That is how Striker likes to play, after all. Lol. True. True. That's pretty true. I mean, I guess I could wait until, you know. But sometimes you simply have two effect veilers. Typical Striker hand. Indeed, indeed. Now that's making me imagine a meme that uses the Cheems and the Doge, where the Cheems is like Tenny Adventurer hand, and then it's like, oh no, I drew all extenders, while the Doge chat is like, oh my, the Doge chat is Sky Striker hand, and it's like, you know, Well, I simply have the Ash Blossom. Let's hope you simply have a response to the Ash Blossom, because otherwise, the Ash Blossom will simply prevent you from resolving your effect. When you usually play against Strikers, they open most of the time double engage. Yeah, that's Strikers. Strikers in a nutshell. Okay, draw for turn. Draw phase, Cosmic Cyclone. In the draw phase because I don't want their Dreaming Town to be activated. It was imperm. So that means they do not have a Dreaming Town, so I should theoretically have nothing to worry about. Because imperm can't activate without a field, so it has to be a non-Dreaming Town. When you play against Strikers, you usually quit. That's absolutely fair of you. Let me just, inflict 200. I mean, I guess. Actually, that's kind of a clever thing to do if you think about it, since, well, I mean, flipping it face down means there's no more pinned bullseyes, so that means they can't take any damage from it. Okay, Pot of Extravagance is fine. I just hope you simply won't draw a Fluunderese monster. Pot of Duality is fine. I just hope you simply won't reveal the Fluunderese monster. Konami, add a best of 3 setting to the game. You know what? I think we're just going to... Have you ever heard of the Konami survey option up here in the, you know, notifications? Because there is a notification survey regarding gameplay. Allow me to take my survey. I am having fun, I understand. I think it's good. I think it's good. Ranked Duel. Add best of 3. Konami. We need side decks. This is not Duel Links. I guess easy, understand, fun, good. Enjoy reading the stories, play by my own self, play because I want rewards. Love to read stories, to be honest. Purchased, I guess? Add some solar modes that give you rarer cards from archetypes. Dissatisfied. I think it's good. I think it's nice. I play because ranked. I think dueling is fun, love battling out, and enjoy battling others and want to claim rewards. It is not Duel Links. You don't think it needs best of 3? I guess, but for me, you know, not using it at the moment. Personally, I think it's good, but you know, I think it would be very important to play other things. Yes, they motivate me, satisfied. I mean, certain decks with Flaunderies is... you know... certain decks like Flaunderies require you to build your deck in a very specific way to beat them. They require you to build your side deck in a very specific way to beat them. To be specific, if you don't have a side deck, then you have to play cards to beat every single deck at once. And let me just tell you, it's not sustainable to continue playing a game like that. Duel Links is generally fine because Duel Links is a lot less floodgate heavy, but when it comes to best of 3 in Master Duel, let's just say that would be a lot better than how it is currently. Konami, please add best of 3 to Master Duel. Please add best of 3 to Master Duel. I am but a simple lightning spirit asking you, please add best of 3 to Master Duel. I know you can mimic best of 3 with ranked duels by adding 15 cards in addition to the side deck. But... and by ranked duels, I mean room duels, so... you know... what did they reveal again? They revealed... Maxi Lava Golem. Sure. I mean, I guess this might be the Owner's Seal deck. I don't mind the Owner's Seal deck. It's a lot of fun to play against, and I think it would be a lot of fun to play specifically as well. But I think, you know, it's a bit silly. It's probably not Numeron. Numeron would not play Pot of Prosperity because Pot of Prosperity halves life point damage, so that would be a silly thing to play in Numeron. Which means it's probably the Owner's Seal deck. Or at least something that utilizes Lava Golem in a similar way. It could theoretically be a Chainburn deck, I guess, but I doubt it. Twin Twisters? Oh no, it's simply just an extra big Eldritch deck. I see. That deck comes around a lot for some reason. Watching? Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you, Mohammed. main phase 1. Okay, so special summon Golden Lord. You know, this can also special summon the fusion, by the way. Fun little fact. Sure, go ahead. Beat my sting. I'll simply just draw into a Cosmic Cyclone for your skill drain. If there is a skill drain, that is to say. I mean, I might as well utilize this. Oh wait. That's probably a bad idea, actually, considering Sting is the only insect in my graveyard. Well, I mean, I can still get it next turn by utilizing a fun little thing that I like to call Picofolina. Picofolina is a very good card. Oh, you're just gonna simply Golden Land forever that. Okay. I mean, I guess. That means I can actually use my Arbalest. Looks like Yu-Gi-Oh! Do I know it? Yes, I am, as a matter of fact, pretty good at Yu-Gi-Oh! At least, pretty good in my opinion. I could probably do a lot better if I chose specific meta decks, but I'd rather choose a tier 2 deck like Beetroopers because it has a lot of potential to win going into turn 3, for instance. So, activate, set from deck. Something, sure. A continuous trap. Probably Guardian. Why are you playing multiple Guardians? This is very weird to me, at the very least. I guess Arbalest? They have Solemn Judgment? Interesting. Interesting. So I know that this is the Guardian of the Golden Land, this is probably Solemn Judgment, and this is probably another Golden Land card. Or an elixir they can't use. Allow me to special summon Pin the Poison from my hand. And by Pin the Poison, I mean Pin the Bullseye. And Mew takes 400 damage. That is simply what happens when you're playing against Beetroopers. Anyways, link for link 2. Picofolina number 1. Is this online play with other players? It is, as a matter of fact. This Picofolina will probably get met by a Solemn Judgment, which is annoying. Hello? Hi, Heiko the Bean. Hi, Heiko. Welcome. Ah. Like I said, this Picofolina will simply get met by a Solemn Judgment. Now I have game. Well, a lot more easily than I had game before. Okay, you're just simply going to Imperial Order. That's fine as well. Because I have a little thing called DPE. I love DP. It's such a good card. So this is Guardian. And Guardian isn't anything to worry about, because I am simply playing the best deck, which is not actually really the best deck, but it's like close enough to the best deck that it probably won't matter. I attack directly, And you know what I'm going to do next turn. Actually, wait. This is even better because they can't even use their Imperial Order. Their Imperial Order will simply die. As it is, as it shall be. Alright, Guardian, sure. This is what happens when you play Eldritch against me. You simply just lose. As you always know. There we go. This dies. Sure. Good morning? Good morning, Gabe. Hey, hi, Kerr. Welcome, welcome. I mean, sure, you can kill my DP by battle. It's not like that'll change anything. Not really. It'll still come back the next turn, and the next turn after that. They have this. I guess they might be setting a Huaquero from deck. Yeah, setting a Huaquero from deck is fine. That means I have to special summon from my graveyard a different monster than that. But it's all good, especially when drawing Sting the Poison. Sting the Poison is simply one of the best cards of all time. Sure. Okay, yep. Sure, sure. I could theoretically max C here, but I don't think it's worth it. You're playing Lava Golems and max C, so I don't know what cards you're playing in particular that can counter me, since I've only seen those so far. Ah yes, Special Dasher. Actually... do I have anything that deals trampling battle damage? And by trampling I mean piercing, of course. No, but I do have access card. And that's simply more than enough. No Ash Blossom, of course. And here we go, we access card now. They have to draw a Nibiru just in case. And access card simply targets the Hulk. And that's game if they don't have anything that they can use to Nibiru. And that is game. Simply trying my best to do some things properly. And speaking of game, went from 9,000 to 10,000. I think that'll be enough for tonight. I need to go to bed and at least get up at a decent time tomorrow, so, you know, starting now, finishing a bit early. That's fine though. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope everyone had a good time. Don't forget, if you want to learn more about my streams and my other stuff, you can follow me on my Twitter, which is in the description, of course. Then there is also my Discord, which is in the description, which you can join if you want more news and just to generally talk with me behind the scenes, Not necessarily behind the scenes, but you know what I mean. And that's about it. You could also sub to my YouTube if you haven't done it already. Then you'll get to see even more streams. But thank you everyone for coming along. It's been a wonderful night. I hope you all enjoyed yourself, and I hope you all will have a fantastic morning for yourselves. So with that, bye bye, and otsukaminari!